Gordon has joined us, and Jeff was tonight's race runner-up in the 57th Annual Federated Auto Parts 400, and he is also the number 2 seed in the 2014 Chase Grid. And Jeff, just talk about your run out there tonight. Certainly another strong performance by the 24 team, and maybe just your thoughts about being seated second as we embark on the round next week, the Challenger round next week at Chicago.
Yeah, it was a solid night. You know, we really struggled in practice yesterday, and we had some concerns. And I thought you know that Alan just again showed just what a great crew chief he is by working with his engineers. You know, we go into our debrief with our teammates and share a lot of information. And I think just the information we gathered, as well as just the communication, we really made our car better. And we were, I think also tonight, track. You don't think of Richmond as a track position type of race, but his little grip that was in this tire, it seemed like aerodynamics did play a big role. So, I was happy we started up front. We were able to stay up front all night and didn't have to come up through traffic. And we were good. We just weren't quite as good as Brad on the short runs, and he could really get away from me and stretch it out, and then we could pull him back in, and we just didn't have enough laps. We were closing. It was sliding around. It didn't feel like it was going anywhere, but we were catching them, and that's all that matters. And so another solid effort, and proud of the team, and we're excited to get this thing started. This is the most fun I've had in a long time, and it's because of this race team and the race cars we've had.
Thank you, Jeff. And joining us also is Dale Earnhardt Jr. And Dale is seated third heading into the Challenger round next week at Chicagoland. Dale, just talk about. I heard you out there on the pit road talk about now it's time to get back down to business. But just talk about your feelings now as you embark on the chase.
Well, we've sort of been on a vacation for 20 weeks, and it's time to get to it. So I'm excited about. I'm kind of looking forward to sitting down with Steve, our engineers, getting in the office and sort of listening to how we want to prepare and what our goals are and what their vision is just for the individual race, the first race, I guess, Chicago. So we'll get some of that stuff done on Tuesday, and just kind of anxious to, Steve's got some great ideas and really believe in his direction, and we got a great team around us and some awesome engineers. So I'm looking forward to really getting down there in the office with those guys and sort of preparing for what we have in front of us. But it's been a fun season. Like Jeff said, I've had a blast this year. Our company has been doing so many great things, and it's been, obviously a lot of fun to be able to drive such good race cars, work with such great people. So hopefully we can put our best foot forward in the chase and be one of those teams in the battle going into Homestead. But as a company, I don't think we could be any more prepared than we are.
Okay, we'll take a couple questions now for either Jeff or Dale. We'll start right here with Jenna. If you raise your hand, Jenna, we'll go with Jenna. Then we'll go to Lewis. Go ahead.
Jennifer, AP, for both of you, is it you guys and the 4-car and the 2 Penske cars? Is anyone else even in this?
Everybody's in it. I don't know if you
16 of them.
Yeah, I don't think you could guess who them 4 guys are going to be. And with the way the structure is and the elimination and, everybody's got an equal shot. So I don't think that there's any favorites. I know there's some strong teams, obviously. They're running really good right now. But with the way this thing is structured, it's sort of structured to balance the playing field a little more and really give everybody a little bit more guesswork on who these guys are going to be that get eliminated and who the guys that are going to keep moving forward. So it's going to be tough. You're going to have to put together some damn good races.
Let's go over here to Lewis, and then we'll take maybe one more. Go ahead.
Yeah, Louis Frank of Reuters. Guys, they just showed Jimmy Johnson being taken away with dehydration. What causes that? The long green run? Something else other than maybe, do you have any idea?
I'm not really sure. I just saw that. I know that there was a couple times throughout the race when I did not I felt like I kind of was cramping a little bit as well. So it was hot out there. We're losing a lot of fluids, and they were long green flag runs, so it's hard to keep your fluids going. I know I run a system that I can drink in the car, but on these short tracks it's really hard to do, and I don't know the situation, but I'm assuming that if that's what it is, dehydration, that he probably just somehow wasn't able to get the fluids in him throughout the race.
Take another question over here, Stan.
Stan Creekmore, way over here. Jeff, you've been a champion 4 times. This 10-race run, do you think this will be the most intense run you've ever had to make to have a chance to win a championship?
I believe so. Just the structure of the points in how it pays winning, how competitive the top teams are right now, how it's going to come down to just 4, and then those 4 going to battle at Homestead. So if you make it to Homestead, you've really had to be on top of your game, and have things go your way at the right times. And I believe, no matter what the structure is, I still believe the best team wins. I've always believed that, and I still believe that. And if it's meant to be because you've prepared and you have the strong cars and the best team, and I think you're going to make it to Homestead and you're going to win the championship. But it's going to be intense. Oh yeah, it's going to be really, really intense. I think you have to actually try to balance out that intensity to try not to make it too intense for yourself, because if certainly the first 2 rounds everybody's got all this focus on you got to win. That's not true. You gotta be solid. It'd be nice to win. We're going to be going out there to win, but you still don't want to have a big problem. In the past, a problem has taken you completely out of it, and it still can in this format. But put solid races together. You're going to move forward. But at each segment that you go into, I don't know how we're calling the challenger round and what the next round is and all that. But if you can make it to that 3rd round, then you're going to have to really start stepping up at that point, and and maybe pushing a little bit harder, because competition's only going to get tougher.
Jeff and Dale, thank you very much. Congratulations on making the chase, and we look forward to seeing you at Chicago.